Hello everybody and welcome to the Officer Gamer channel, where here you have the right to game on. Nintendo and Rare presents Killer Instinct. Oh man, you guys, alright. Today's video is a viewer request from my boy Charlie. Good looking out, bro. Been homies since the KG, man, way back in the day. Always watch your six out there. Hope you and everybody else watching enjoy the video. Killer Instinct. Man, I remember back in the day when I lived in Maryland, my dad would take me to the arcade at the mall. I vividly remember a group of kids huddled around the Killer Instinct arcade. It was just so loud, and I remember the announcer screaming, "Ultra Combo!" And I was like, what is that? I never got a chance to play it in the arcade until later on in life, because every time we went, it was just so packed around there. And so my dad bought it for me for Super Nintendo. And man, I played that game forever, dude. This game is awesome. Enough about the past. Let's get into it. Let me get the obvious out the way. The soundtrack to this game is quite possibly my favorite soundtrack in the entire Super Nintendo library. Like, back in the day, the game came with a CD soundtrack. In 1995, the game came out with a CD soundtrack. What does that tell you? It tells you that the soundtrack is dope, dude. Like, the soundtrack is awesome, man. It gets you pumped and ready to play, dude. And let's get into the gameplay. The fighting mechanics are awesome, as well as the combos, dude. The combos are what makes this game stand out. Like, the combos in this game are insane. It's what makes the game, dude. Like, look at this. Look at those combos. Like, you can go up to multiple hits, and it's just a joy to see, man. Like, it's awesome. And at the end of each round, you can do a finishing move, almost like Mortal Kombat. And they're not as gory as Mortal Kombat, but they're still fun to look at. And the music and the announcer get you pumped up for the fight, man. I'm telling you, they had to have taken the announcer from NBA Jam, the boom shakalaka guy, and put him in this game, because he's just like amped up, man. It keeps you going, dude. And there's many characters you can choose from in the game, and they're all interesting and fun to use. There isn't any bad characters in the game, from when I played anyway. And my favorite characters to use are Cinder. He's the easiest to control. Spinal and Jago. I love Spinal and Jago because they're cool characters to me. They look cool, man, and they're still good to use too. And back in the day, fighting games, they barely had a story. Like, it was just like fight and that's it. But Killer Instinct, it tries with a story. They had a story. They even had a comic book line that got deeper into the story. And inside the game, it has a story surrounding the Killer Instinct tournament, and each character has a motivation for it. And the story, it isn't as deep as Mortal Kombat, but at least it's there, and it's just not, hey, fight with these cool characters. Because I like a story to my fighting games. Not many people do, but I like to have a story to my fighting games. And the game, it isn't too difficult either. It's not impossible at all. It can be beaten. Like, the last boss, he is kind of hard, but you can beat him. And I just wish Microsoft can do something with the license. Like, all the Killer Instinct games are dope, dude. The first one, the second one, and the new one that came out, I think a decade ago now for Xbox. That one was awesome too, man. Like, I wish they would do more stuff with the property, man. They make 100 other fighting games like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Tekken. All those guys have like multiple games. I wish Killer Instinct, they would do something with that property, man, because it is one of the best fighting franchises of all time. See, I'm stuttering so much because I'm just excited. Like, Killer Instinct is awesome, dude. And I just wish they would make more games. But all in all, I give Killer Instinct a 5 out of 5. Like, no doubt. Outstanding Citizen Award. If I saw Killer Instinct driving on the road, it would be in a black Hummer driving past me. It'd roll down its window and yell, "Back the blue!" Then drive off or say something like that. Killer Instinct is just awesome. Alright, you guys, next video will be the sequel to the Super Star Wars game, Empire Strikes Back. Get ready, guys. Get ready. That's all I'm going to say. But thank you guys for watching. God bless you guys. Be safe and always watch your six.